field effect transistor, or it is also called as FET. Now FET is a 3-terminal unipolar device in which the output current is controlled by the input voltage. Output current is controlled by the input voltage. So this is the reason why FET is called a voltage control device. Because output current is controlled by the input voltage. Now, there are two types of FETs. One is called junction field effect transistor, or JFET, and second one is called metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. In MOSFET there are again two types. One is called enhancement type and second one is called depletion type. First one is called enhancement type and second one is called depletion type. Again, in enhancement and depletion type there are two types. One is called P channel and second one is called N channel. Now in depletion also there are two types, like the same way, P channel and second one is called N channel. So this is the classification of MOSFET. Now here in JFET there are two types. There is directly this P channel and N channel. So these are the classification of a field effect transistor. Now we'll see a junction field effect transistor or JFET. As you know, there are two types of JFETs. One is called N channel and P channel. I will take a N channel JFET and explain the construction. N channel. A N channel JFET consists of a N type of silicon bar. This is N type. On either side of the bar, two heavily doped P regions are diffused. So this is P, this is also P, which are internally connected. And from this one metallic lead is taken for the external connection, and this terminal is called gate. From the two ends of the bar, again two metallic leads are taken for the external connection. This is called drain, D, and this is called source, S. So this is a therefore 3-terminal device. Now the space between the two P regions is called channel. So this is called channel. This is the construction of a N channel JFET. Now what is the symbol? Symbol of a N channel JFET is this. This is the gate, this is the drain, and this is the source. Now here there is an arrow attached to the gate. This is inwards, which means this is a N channel JFET. Now why this is called as N channel JFET? Because the channel is of type N. What is the P type JFET? P channel JFET? It consists of a P type of semiconductor bar, and on either side of the bar two heavily doped N regions are diffused. Only that is the difference. Now in this case, either N or P channel, source and drain are of the same type. In N channel, source and drain are N type and gate is of P type. In a P channel, JFET, drain and sources are of P type and the gate is of N type. Now what is the symbol of a P type JFET? Only the difference is in the direction of arrow. So this is a drain, this is the source, and this is the gate. So this is a P channel JFET. Now what is the function of drain, source and gate? The function of source, it gives the charge carriers, or it emits or supplies the charge carriers. Supplies the charge carriers. What are the charge carriers here? In this case, only electrons, because this is of type N, source is of type N. So only the electrons are given out. In the P type, source is of type P, so holes are given out or holes are supplied. Drain, it collects the charge carriers which are supplied by the source, and gate will control the flow of charge carriers. Control the flow of charge carriers from source to the drain. Now if you see the JFET, the current is due to only one type of charge carriers, because from the source to the gate drain, there is nothing in between the source and drain. So the charge carriers are only one. That is why JFET or FET is a unipolar device, because the current is due to only one type of charge carriers. In N channel, the current is due to electrons, and in P channel, the current is due to holes. Next, we discuss about the JFET characteristics. There are two JFET characteristics. One is called transfer characteristics, and second one is drain characteristics. Now, what is a transfer characteristics? See, as the name indicate, transfer. One is the input and another one is the output. Now here, this is a simple circuit diagram, and wherein this is called VGG, and the corresponding current is called IG. Here literally IG is equal to 0, because this is a JFET. I'll take a N channel JFET, and these are the two P regions which are internally connected, and this is the N region. And for the proper working of a JFET, either N channel or P channel, we have to reverse bias this. Because if we reverse bias this, we can control the width of the depletion region. See here, this is a PN junction. Now when the diode is, now this acts as a diode. When the diode is reverse bias, there will be width of the depletion region widens here like this. So width of the depletion region widens when we reverse bias the PN junction. So reverse biasing the PN junction will be done using this VGG. And this voltage is called VGS, gate to source voltage, and that is negative. And here to limit the current, we use a resistor that is called RG. Please make the correction, RG, gate resistance, and this is the drain resistance RD, and this is VDD, which is variable, even VGG also. The drain to source voltage, we call it as VDS, and the drain current is called ID, represented by ID. Now here, transfer characteristics is the plot of, one is the input parameter and second one is the output parameter. Output parameter is ID. And input parameters, there is only one, VGS. There is no IG because IG is the current at the gate. Now this junction is reverse bias, so you know that reverse bias current is 0 in the case of a PN junction. So therefore IG is equal to 0 here, therefore we are not talking about IG. And this is VGS. So the transfer characteristic is a plot of ID versus VGS by keeping VDS constant. Now, what you're doing here, you are varying VGS. This is actually this voltage. And you are fixing VDS. This is VDS. Not this voltage I'm representing. You start with the VGS 0. You fix VDS some value. VGS you make 0. When VGS is 0, the width of the depletion region is very thin because this junction is not biased at all. So maximum current will flow, or the maximum electrons will flow from the source to the drain. This is the source and this is the drain and this is the gate. Because the electrons find more area here, space for the transfer from the source to the drain. So the current also will be maximum. That is called IDSS. This is called drain to source saturation current. So drain to source saturation current is the current flowing through a JFET when gate to source voltage is equal to 0. And this is the maximum possible value of current in a JFET. Now, you increase VGS in the negative direction. Gradually, the reverse bias on the PN junction increases here as well as here. These two are internally connected. So whatever the effect here will reflect here also. When you increase the reverse bias, the width of the depletion region widens and it will cover the channel. Let us say this one for a particular value of VGS. Now the current will decrease because now the electrons should pass through this channel which is having lesser width. As you increase VGS in the negative direction, the width of the depletion region widens and the channel width will decrease. Thereby the current will decrease. So initially the current is 0, maximum. As you increase VGS, the current will gradually decrease. And a particular value of VGS, the two P regions merge together and further flow of charge carriers cannot take place from the source to the drain. Therefore, the current becomes 0. And this gate to source voltage at which the drain current becomes 0 is called pinch off voltage, which is represented by VP. Now, VP is a constant for a given JFET, even IDSS also. So, IDSS and VP are constant. And the equation of this curve will be ID is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. VP and IDSS are constant and ID depends on VGS. So the input voltage decides the output current, or output current depends on the input voltage. Therefore, JFET is called a voltage controlled device, because the output current is controlled by the input voltage. And this equation is called Shockley's equation. The second characteristics is called the drain characteristics. What do you mean by drain characteristics? It is the characteristics of the drain loop. That is this loop. Now here, what are the parameters? One is ID and second one is VDS. So it is a plot of ID versus VDS. Now VDS is positive because this voltage. Now, by keeping VGS constant, So you keep this constant. So again I'll draw the structure of a FET, JFET. This junction is reverse biased and here you are applying the voltage. Now you are maintaining VGS constant and you are varying VDS. Now you vary VDS and corresponding ID is noted down by keeping VGS constant. Let us say now VGS is 0. So this is the structure. Now you slowly increase VDS. Now here what happens is, they see the battery is connected between the same type. So there is nothing in between. So it merely acts as a resistor. So it will be acting as a resistor, simply a resistor. So when you vary VDS, what happens to ID? This is ID. ID also increases linearly because this whole semiconductor bar acts as a resistor. So in a resistor, voltage and current are linear. So this region is called ohmic region because here it obeys Ohm's law. Now what actually happens here is, at the same time the width of the depletion region also widens because of this. This also can make this PN junction reverse bias because altogether this is a voltage. No. Okay. Now after a particular drain to source voltage, there is no further increase in ID. So ID will be stabilized. Here the channel will merge together after this, at this point. Okay, because as you increase VDS, channel width also will gradually decrease, but it acts as a resistor merely. After a particular voltage, the two P regions merge together. Still it acts as a resistor, but the resistance will be large because there is no charge carries flow. So therefore, there is no increase in the current. If there is no increase in the current, the resistance is maximum, even if you apply VDS. Okay. Now here this region is called pinch off region or saturation region, from here to here. This is called pinch off region or saturation region. Now further, if you increase VDS, the channel will break and large current flows through the FET. And this region therefore is called breakdown region. And this curve is for VGS equal to 0 volt. So what is this? This is called IDSS. Maximum current when gate to source voltage is 0. That is called as IDSS. Now you change VGS to minus 1 volt. Here it is minus 1 volt. Now the PN junction becomes bit reverse bias. So it is like this. This is the PN junction. In the earlier case, when VGS is equal to 0, the junction was not reverse bias. Now when we make VGS equal to minus 1 volt, the depletion region widens. Now when you vary VDS here, when you vary VDS compared to VGS is equal to 0, now for a particular value of VDS, less current flows because already there will be some amount of reverse bias. Okay, but still it acts as a resistor. Now for a particular value of VDS, the drain current become lesser. Therefore we get this graph. And it attains breakdown early. So this is for VGS is equal to minus 1 volt. Again, VGS is equal to minus 2 volt. Again the same thing. Now the reverse bias becomes more. Okay, so this is for VGS is equal to -2, this is for VGS is equal to -1. So this is the drain characteristics.